14-year-old Mary and her brother know this too well. Together with their 70-year-old grandmother, they have not had a solid meal in days. Mary's parents died 5 years ago and left her and her siblings in the care of her ailing grandmother, who is unable to support the family. Mary recently dropped out of school after becoming pregnant. Her brother is not in school either because he is unwell. This homestead does not promise much for these children. Their family faces imminent danger if their situation does not change immediately.
The challenges that are facing the elderly caregivers is the fact that they are not able to give the care that an able parent would do. The grandmother is concerned about what these children would eat. To him, how they behave and what they do outside there, it is not a concern to her. The concern is that she is able to give them food. So what happens is that these children are exposed more to the abuses.
To date, Ripples International has also empowered and trained at least 6,000 caregivers to better serve orphans and children living with HIV/AIDS. Another major and significant service by Ripples International is in providing health services. Over the years, the health services offered by Ripples International have expanded from Meru's first standalone VCT to a fully functioning dispensary offering laboratory, reproductive health, and VCT services. The communities in Ripples International's areas of operation have also received treatment and healthcare services in the field, including counseling and testing for HIV through mobile voluntary counseling and testing services. Under this health program, children receive treatment for common childhood ailments, including the flu, worms, and malaria. It is a rush to arrest a man accused of defiling a minor, this little girl. She is now 36 weeks expectant. Doctors are worried that she is underweight and too small. Ripples International Brenda Boone Hope Center is a rescue center for girls under the age of 17 who have faced any form of abuse. Often, defilement and rape cases are brought to us through referrals from the police and district children's office.
Okay, once a case is reported to us, the first thing that is supposed to be, we take this case to the police. That is where we report the case. After it's reported to the police, we get the police abstract. Then you can go to the hospital where the girl is supposed to be treated. This is something that should be done as soon as possible, because if the 72 hours elapse, you find the girl is not going to benefit from PEP. And this is something very important for the girl to prevent the issues of getting infected with HIV/AIDS. So we go to the hospital after reporting the case to the police, then the girl gets treated. After treatment, you also have to facilitate the filling in of the medical form, that is a P3 form, so that the case can be taken up to the courts.
Another heartbreaking ordeal faced 14-year-old Jane, who was discovered by the Ripples International child counselor during a food distribution and psychosocial support session in the community. Jane's mother is mentally challenged. Jane lived with her grandfather and uncle, who did not provide her with proper care. With no one to protect her, Jane had been raped and, in the process, conceived. Ripples International Brenda Boone Hope Center stepped in to support Jane through her pregnancy and provide counseling and care to help her cope with her abuse. Jane delivered prematurely, and her baby was supported through Ripples International New Start Center. Unfortunately, the baby died a fortnight later due to post-birth complications.
Well, I would say Jane has shown great improvement on the situation she's been in. Initially, when we got her, she was devastated. She was in in big trauma, and the situation she was going through was very, very difficult for her. Over time, she's gone through counseling sessions, and that has helped her to heal emotionally, and I can say she's doing very well now.
At the rescue center, girls are put on a comprehensive program, including health and medical treatment and counseling to help them overcome the abuse. They are provided with legal assistance in seeking justice against perpetrators of these heinous crimes. Another major component of the Brenda Boone Hope Center is the vocational training school. Ripples International is made up of a dynamic team who make all of these programs possible. The team on the ground is made up of well-trained and dedicated members who implement our programs. They are supported by a strong and diverse core leadership team, as well as a board of governors and trustees who guide the organization. These accomplishments have not been without challenges and hurdles. Serving communities and families that are faced with many challenges has often held trying moments for the leadership of Ripples International. This has seen their strength, patience, determination, and faith tested.
A major challenge we face is the discrimination of children who have issues. Issues like if a child is abandoned, this child has an issue and people kind of discriminate against them. If a child is infected by the HIV virus, there's a discrimination. There's still a need for the public, there's still a need for the community, for the society to embrace the reality that the challenge which we are facing is a global issue. It's not just for me, it's not just for any person. This is a global issue we have to deal with. And so the issue of discrimination, the issue of stigma is a major challenge.
To better save lives and serve children, Ripples International carries out other activities, including farming and peace-building initiatives for women. In 2006, Ripples International stepped up the vision and mission to save and serve more lives. A pediatric hospital and mission center were to be put up on an 8-acre piece of land. In the month of May 2007, the consecration of this land took place. The groundbreaking ceremony was a colorful event with the then Member of Parliament and Kenya's Minister for Finance, Honorable David Muraria, laying the foundation stone. Today, the future looks even brighter for children. Ripples International is now in the final stages of completing the building of its 100-bed capacity pediatric hospital. It is the first in this region. This land will also host administrative offices for the organization, a guest house, and New Start Center. When the development is completed, this will go down as one of the greatest moments in the diary of Ripples International, a day when a journey of faith will be collectively celebrated as the children, youth, parents, grandparents, leaders, and all friends and supporters of Ripples International come together to celebrate a destiny commissioned by just a step of faith.